welcome back to another day of Discovering Shark Week. I'm one of your hosts, Aaron.
I'm your other host, Jacob.
And before we start, we got some breaking news. Now, when this episode comes out, it's not going to be breaking, but this is almost a week old anyways. But yesterday, when we were talking about the Meg, we were like talking about that guy.
Yeah, the guy who reviewed the wrong movie.
And then all of a sudden, in our time of last week, when we did this yesterday's episode, yes, I know, it's all convoluted.
There was time travel involved. It's fine.
And then the Meg 2 gets announced. I'm like, did we just will this into existence without even realizing it?
Yeah, I was bumbling around on Twitter and I saw that Jason Statham was trending. I'm like, I wonder what that's about.
What'd he fuck or what'd he do? What'd he say?
Yeah, what did he say? And then I click it and it's like, the Meg 2, and I'm like, oh.
It's like, wow. I thought it was pretty cool. And it's interesting. Did you watch the whole trailer?
I watched a little of it. I saw it eat a T-Rex, and I'm like, yep, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I skipped through. I just kept seeing the food chain. I was like, are we just going to eat, like, the 2 minutes? Is this just going to be a whole eating thing? And then, yeah, I saw the T-Rex thing. I'm like, okay, you're already setting the bar too high. If it's eating a T-Rex out of the water, it's...
No, it's fine. You just get a really big fisherman.
You know what's funny? So it comes out in August. Now, maybe, I don't know when this, I assume this is going to be the beginning of August, I think. But if you're hearing this, we actually might go to the theaters.
We're not going to.
We're not going to theaters?
No.
You don't want to go to theaters?
Not for the Meg 2.
Oh, I was going to say, well, not for the Meg, but for Shark Week, Discovering Shark Week. You know?
I'm not giving them $9.
Oh, I think it's more than that.
Oh, it's been a while since I've worked in a movie theater.
All right, well, that shot down. I was like, oh, maybe we'll just do that. Our final episode will be the Meg 2, and it'll just be...
No, we can do the Meg 2 when it comes out on DVD.
We'll do it next
6 months later.
Nah, I think it's like, 2 months?
Whatever.
All right, we'll get into it. So today we're doing Blood Bite. I don't think we've done this. So the other thing too.
Oh, good. This is one of those. Maybe we've seen it. Maybe we haven't.
I haven't looked at our previous videos, but the first week, or not the first week, the first Discovering Shark Week we did. I did it by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, and then bonus one, and then the second season I did just the names. So I don't think I looked at the day as like 2021. I'm like, this could be one, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. Blood Bite doesn't sound familiar. It
but
looks familiar, but that's because all shark movies have the exact same cover.
I know people don't... if you like the tangents, leave a like or something. If you don't like the tangents, just say, we don't like the tangents. But, so you know how first time... I didn't realize this. The first week, all the shark heads that we had... All the shark movies we had all had like the same heads, or something similar. Well, this week it seems to be like all fake art. Like cartoon art with the real shark, because that's another one I have. It looks just like this one. So eventually we're going to have to do a picture and just put them all side by side and just make a storyline, a timeline of sharks. But okay, let's get into it. When a wealthy industrialist attempts to increase audience at his aquarium, he enlists the help of a group of scientists to conduct experiments on the sharks to create an ultimate underwater killing machine. Ultimate underwater killing machines. Well, that doesn't make sense. Why would an aquarium want to have killing machines in this?
Is this a Jurassic Park thing where, like, man, people don't want to see sharks anymore? Make them bigger, make them badder.
Yeah, I don't know. When the experiments increase the shark's intelligence...
Wait.
Jabberjaws.
Oh, I was thinking Deep Blue Sea.
Oh.
This is sounding a lot like Deep Blue Sea.
The team finds themselves trapped and fighting for survival against the bloodthirsty predators who seem to be one step ahead of their every move.
What, they got telepathy?
I don't know. But, yeah, so the shark's gonna be like walking on all four, or all two, or whatever.
Oh, God, if it did.
Got you there, I haven't seen Jabberjaws in a long time, so.
No, that was spot on. I thought Jabberjaws was in the room with me. If I wasn't looking at you, I would have thought Jabberjaws was right.
You're looking at me right now. I think you are Jabberjaws. Are you intelligent?
Are you wearing a human costume, Jabberjaws?
All right. So there's 4 people in the back, 1 random girl. I'm I'm gonna say for kill counts, I'm gonna go. It's ITN. I think they usually have typically a little bit more. I'm gonna go 7.
Ah, you son of a.
Oh, I was
also gonna say 7. Well, I'll one up you and I'll go 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna Price is Right you.
Well, as we can tell from the previous couple episodes, it's been very low kill counts. So we're being a little bit ambitious.
I mean,
come on, a whole fucking boat. One person dies.
Yeah. I was hoping Megalodon would have more, but it didn't.
All right. So how does the shark die? Well, I'm gonna say it's gonna be too smart for itself, and they're gonna get to shock itself. It's gonna be like looking at something, thinking it's a person, and then it's gonna like shock himself and die. Just like explosion.
Well, it's down between explosion or what they did in Deep Blue Sea and they just impale it.
That too. Or...
And I'm thinking this is just going to copy Deep Blue Sea.
I'll give you a third option. They set it free. They just say... They open the doors to the aquarium and it swims right out into land and then they never speak of it again.
I'm going to go with they impale it. No. I'm going to go with explosion.
Explosion?
Yeah.
Alright. Electrocution, explosion.
Probably with like an air canister or something.
Oh, I took an air horn.
Yeah, they just honk the shark a little bit.
It's like, oh no!
Okay, let's get this over with.
I think it's probably the longest intro part.
Probably.
Well, at least we have more kills in this movie than the last 3 movies combined. I think. I don't even remember the last 3 days. Because I know it was 1-1.
The second one was Great White. And I think there was 3 kills in that. No, there was like 4 kills.
Was there 4 kills?
Yeah, because there was a 2 at the beginning, or 1 at the beginning at least. And then Liability got like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, that movie.
Killed.
I forgot about that movie. It's funny when we say Liability, I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
But no, the last 2 only had 1 apiece.
Yeah, so at least the last 2 movies then.
Yeah. Okay. So.
You want to try to explain this this movie, because this movie did not have an editor. They just like did a bunch of scenes and they're like, we're gonna smack,
Okay, so it starts off on a boat. There's 6 people, and they lower one of them down in the shark cage. A blonde lady gets knocked off the boat. The dude starts swimming around. Guy tries to stop a thread, like a
metal thread.
Yeah, a metal thread that's like holding the cage, and his hands get all bloody. And then we just transition to.
Well, it's like he had a nightmare, but then they
and then he did have a nightmare.
Then he had a nightmare, another nightmare,
which I think was filmed at the same location.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the movie, like when they were walking past and he saw the shark and swimming. I'm like, well, look, it's the same that one scene.
So what happens is 2 scientists, a blonde lady and the main character, shark bite leg guy. They're brought into this aquarium because this crazy rich guy is like, yeah, no, we're. So you see, sharks, great whites don't actually breed all that well. Like,
I wanted to fact check that. I wanted to be like, are the great white sharks in danger?
I think they're in danger.
Are they?
I think so. Or they're at least close. Anyway, he's like, the great whites don't breed very well together, so we've like, we're trying to genetically engineer them to fuck and make more. We're going to save them. And instead, he injects the pregnant shark with I'm sorry, whole bunch of stuff, basically turning it glowing red.
Yeah, it's. What other movie did we watch that the shark had like a red head or red face?
I think Alien Shark.
I think you're right, because I remember
because it was a low poly like. Fake shark. So basically, yeah, no, the first part of this movie is them going, hey, that's a really dumb idea. Stop injecting that shark with stuff.
I'd say the first third of the movie is just absolute shit. Like, it's so stupid.
Like nothing really happens. It's just, hey, we brought you in here to tell us this is a bad idea. And, like, the science lady's like, no, this is a great idea. Let's inject it with more things. This regenerative thing that shark bite leg doctor got. To regen his leg, he's been injecting himself with essentially steroids or whatever you want to call it. Some regen serum, and they're like, well, we're going to inject the shark with that. And then they're like, shit, shark's freaking out, put it back in the tank. And they're like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Out of sight, out of mind. So, another scientist goes to feed the shark, and the main guy, he put, like, I think it was morphine in the bait. Because he was going to, like... He's like, you gotta kill this shark. This is no longer a shark. This is an abomination. And I guess the shark knew that there was morphine in the bait. And it was like, I'm not eating that. And then the crazy rich guy's like, bring in the other sharks. We're going to watch them fuck.
Consensually.
They're going to want to breed with it more, and turns out no, the shark did not want to breed with the sharks, because it's no longer a great white, it's a great red.
Well, I was going to say, it's the main character.
Yeah, sure, that too. And so the scientist guy who's feeding the shark, he falls in, and he just sinks like a rock. Made of lead, that guy.
All right, let's talk about. We'll put this section right here. All the animations are basically,
they're green screened.
Green screen. They just throw water over top, so when they look like they're sinking, you can tell they're not actually swimming. You know, they're sitting there. They're literally breathing like in the water, under the water. And there's a couple of scenes where when the places aren't a sink, they're literally just stock effects put over by a door. Yeah,
it's just a water background on top. A water foreground, I suppose.
Then there's another scene where the two are talking, and there's a background where you can see the aquarium, and there's a bunch of fish in the background. But because it's, either they didn't render it right, but you can see the fish just glitching. It's like they stop for a second, and move stuff.
Very low frame rate fish.
But yeah, just all the scenes that are in the water, you can tell they're in a pool. And then they are actually in some scenes they are in water, but you can tell there's a pool. Because if you look at some of the scenes that angled it just right, that you can see the bottom of the pool. So yeah, so
the Great Red now uses the science guy to
prop the door open.
Yeah, prop the door open.
They don't show it, but we think that he takes the head because he's just dragging the scientist.
She.
Huh?
She.
The shark?
Yeah, the Great Red.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I was like, I think you're talking about the scientist.
No.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it was the guy, but maybe I was wrong.
No. Great Red was a girl.
So, well, I should have known. She, the shark, is first of all, I just want to say I apologize for all the sharks I offended. I did not realize the gender. I should not assume gender. Please forgive me, sharks. Okay.
They won't.
Fuck. Well, I'm canceled now. I'm shark. But so she takes the scientist, and we don't see it, but I think that she puts the doors are closing, and she puts the scientist's heads between the door. So
the door can't close.
But because they can't animate it, they're just like, oh, imply.
And meanwhile, the aquarium is flooding. They've got those underwater tunnels where like the roof is like curved, and it's one of those. And that room is flooding now. And it's flooding enough that while some people can walk, the science lady, she can't swim, I guess. So like, the main science guy has to go down and save her.
And it's like a mile down.
It's really deep. Like
when they cut, she's like, first of all, she's like doing like some type of dance in the water. Like I can't think of it, but it's like doing a Z. Like the old time dance is like ooh. It's just sometimes she's like swimming. She's got one hand in the back and one hand in the front, and like You know, I wish you could. I wish sometimes it was video because you could just see me going like this. Because that's how. Maybe I'll put it in.
So they're going down the tunnel, and they get into the elevator. And
okay, because I didn't quite know what you're talking about when you said tunnels. I was thinking actual like wire tunnels. Thinking when you go to an aquarium and there's a bunch of glass.
Yeah, I explained.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was totally lost. I like tunnels because I'm thinking like you're talking about the sharks going through the tunnels.
Yeah, it's like an underwater walkway with like a curved ceiling.
Okay, my apologies.
It's fine.
I like to apologize to Jacob for offending him that he already explained it. If you could please forgive me for my
only if you
not
give
listening.
me more points.
I'm
gonna win this year.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, so
I take back my apology.
Okay. Sorry.
Points don't fucking matter unless he's winning.
So they get in the elevator and they attempt to escape, and then they get split up.
Well, see, so you said something. I didn't picture this. The evil. I use air quotes.
The rich guy.
Rich guy was actually like, ladies go first, and he's putting ladies up, and he's like, okay, brother, you go next. He throws his brother up there.
Yeah, by the way, his brother works there. He's like the shark trainer.
Oh, I think we missed a part before this all happens. This is where I think the movie kind of turns from being a drama to being a comedy because for some reason the guy, the main character, is walking, and then
he had just told the rich guy like, hey, you need to kill the shark, and the rich guy's like, haha, I'm the boss.
And then his brother, the rich guy's brother, comes and goes,
the trainer.
Yeah, he's like, well, I honestly don't know what the hell he was looking for, but he's like, the main character's like, look at my leg. And he pulls down his pants. Like, he couldn't just pull his pants up. He's like, pull him down to your underwear. And then they jump in the pool.
Yeah, no. He pulls his pants down, and then he pulls his shirt off. He jumps in the pool.
And then they start fighting, and then the girl is like, I was here all the time.
Yeah,
I was actually here first.
Another shark tamer.
She's the girl that's in the cage.
Yeah.
Later on in the movie, but yeah, this is where I think it shifts from being a drama to be like, oh, we're just gonna be funny. You know, because... Yeah.
Yeah, so after the elevator scene, they get split up, and, four of them get out, and, the rich guy and main science guy, the elevator falls back down, and they get into the control room, which is somehow not flooded. Like, there's multiple levels that are already flooded, but not flooded.
It makes absolutely no sense.
And the rich guy's like, yeah, I'm just gonna open the floodgates because we need to get out of here. And the main science guy's like, no, don't do that. That's what the shark wanted. Now the shark's escaping. and it's just the shark knew that. The shark guided you down here so you would open the gate. Yeah, that's what the shark did. The shark's really smart.
So now we cut, like we literally cut, and they're all up the top of the.
Well, there's a part where they're like, hey, can the
rich guy.
The rich guy pulls out his walkie-talkie. He's like, hey, we need to catch the shark up top. And like, the group that
no. He says, is anybody still alive? And his brother calls. He says, yeah. He's like, shut up.
yeah. You need to catch the shark. So the group that got separated, they're topside now. And then brother's got a harpoon gun. Misses. Shark jumps over the barricade because they didn't build it for high tide. And then the rich guy and main guy are now up topside as well. They're like, I can't believe you missed. It's like, well, I mean, it's a shark. It's smart. So then they get on the boat. And this takes us back to the beginning of the movie. And this is where I started loving the movie. It got so bad. Like, they would jump in the water, they'd yell at the shark, then they climb back
The guy, the main character, main scientist character, starts swimming, and he just starts doing Superman swims. And it's like, what the fuck?
It's like he was told, hey, you need to swim, but we can't afford to put you in water, so pretend like you're in water. And this is where, like, everybody starts dying, because, the shark starts attacking, and there's a tracker in the shark, by the way, and
that somehow a shark takes.
They've got a radar, and they're like, okay, well the shark's over there, so like, Main science guy and the 2 shark tamers, they climb in a boat, and they go out, and, yeah, it turns out that the shark knew about the tracker and got rid of it. So the rich guy's now waving his arms over at the boat, and he gets pulled in by the shark. And then he just sort of like bobs waist high, like, help me, bro, help me. It's the dumbest thing because you can tell that the shark didn't actually bite him or anything because he's still got an arm. and so he dies. And then his assistant...
No, well, okay. The brother's able to get him...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
The brother's able to get him to the lifeboat. But then they can't get on... For some reason, they can't get onto the lifeboat. So then the rich guy sacrifices himself. He's like, you get on the boat. And he pushes away, and then the shark just like swallows him whole.
Yeah, he's turned horizontally, and the shark just like, right over top of him.
And then the rich guy's assistant comes out, and she's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then she gets eaten by the shark, like right away.
Yeah, she just falls over, and she's in the water, and like, we got to paddle, and then she's dead.
And then now they get all back. The 3 of the people on the boat, they get back to on the lifeboat. They get back to the boat, and then the main character is like, you know what? These stems, I'm not gonna use them for my leg anymore. We're gonna tie them all together or tape them all to a trident.
Yeah, we're gonna tape them to a trident. I've taken all their regen juice out of it, and I've put in morphine. I just have a whole bunch of morphine on me.
And then
Don't ask why.
The brother's like, okay, is it done? He takes it, jumps in the water, and gets eaten.
They all jump in the water with him.
And then gets eaten.
Yeah, like...
He has probably the funniest death because he's just like... He pushes the girl, and he just like... deadpan stares at her like... Literally he's like... I'm gonna get eaten too. For my brother.
Yeah, like the shark comes up and just eats him ass first.
And then if you think they're still alive... The girl's like, oh my god! And then the shark jumps out of the water with him in its mouth.
Yeah, it's just torso, like rigid.
He's just like flexing in there. Yeah! For my brother! And so he's dead. And so I was like, 3 more!
And so at this point, it's like, okay, you showed us the trident, the morphine trident, and you've dropped it, so now what are you gonna do? Well, the main science guy has this device that, one of the tamers was using. It's like a vibration device to track the shark. And so he goes down to the water, throws it into the shark, into the great red, grabs onto its fin, and then, wouldn't you know it, cannibalism. Again.
2 days in a row, boys! Woo!
So the great red gets eaten by a whole bunch of great whites. And then
remember, they're all endangered.
We cut to that.
You know what? I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt you. I think what the last scene implied, and I didn't think about it. I think they're all gonna be fucking now because they're all together. So no more endangered.
Now we saved them.
Now we're all fucked because they're gonna be swimming around.
It's fine. It's fine. We cut.
Found out they're all males. We're still fucked.
We cut to, I don't know, there was some text, I'm sure it was probably like 20 years later or something like that. And the shark, or the scientist and the tamer, they get together. We forget about the blonde lady on the boat who's probably bleeding out.
Oh yeah, because the whole time the boat's moving, and somehow this lifeboat isn't being dragged.
It's sentient.
Yeah, somehow it's again... Whoever produced the movie just put a bunch of clips together and didn't think about any of it, or they did. I don't know, but the boat is still going, and we never see her again. So we assume that she crashed into the island with all the other people.
Yeah, she's just gone.
The people on the island are like, oh my god, from the blue, it's a bull shark or
no, it was a great white and oh god, what was the one after that? Stalked reef.
Yeah. Was it the reef one? No. So it was Great White.
Great White was
the one where
the one where they ended on with the 2 people.
So the 2 people on the island are like, oh my god, a boat's coming this way. They're so excited. And the blonde smashes into the island and destroys the boat. And like, oh look, we're all trapped here. And then probably cannibalism doesn't happen because I mean,
it's a common trend now. One scene that I forgot that that we definitely need to mention is the part where one of the shark tamers, she gets a harpoon gun. And she shoots it into the shark. And as she's pulling on the rope, she, like, trips. And, like, the rope goes around her neck. And I look at her and I'm like, does this count as a shark kill?
I'm like, I think it does count as a shark kill. I mean, if he's able to kill her.
And no, she's saved by the brother. And it's kind of lame. But, yeah, that's...
Yeah, neither one of us got the points. But at least there's more kills. I mean, that's always positive.
I mean, about halfway through this movie it becomes extremely entertaining, at least for me.
Yeah, I was going to say that, like, you know, the first third is like every other movie where it's like somebody put syrup on their pancakes or something like that, and you're just like, oh my god, I have to go into nuclear... Like, it's a crisis. When there's really no crisis there to begin with, there's nothing warrant for these people to be like so like crazy, like, I can't believe you're doing this. Yeah, because we don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's been done before. We probably put our blood into something else. But it's just like, well, I don't know why you go into orbit. You know, if you knew that you're in a movie and you got.
Yeah, you gotta ham it up a little bit.
But then after that, it turns into a comedy, and I think the actor was just like, let's just fuck, you know, this movie's gonna be shit, so let's just start.
I get the feeling that the director knew, and it was just like, fuck it,
because
just throw it all together. Who cares?
Because my two favorite characters were the rich guy and the brother, because he's just like, shut up.
Yeah, there was a part where the rich guy's talking like, I just want you guys to remember, I was the one who did all this. I was the one who brought all the money into this like resort, and everybody's just like, shut up, dude. He's just like, well, I did.
But you know, it's just, and then just getting to laugh at it, just fucking animations, and just how the hell you're able to walk on this area, and then you dive underwater, and you're just down there like, I can't swim. But she was in high heels, so I would give her a benefit of the doubt. So, neither one of us got the kill, and neither one of us got the points. Which it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Unless I get the points, and then it matters.
Yeah, no, that's how it be.
But, life lesson. What would you... Let me here's my life lesson. Okay, so you get there, you find out that the rich guy's crazy. I mean, he's not really crazy, but he's not listening to you. You're not stuck there by choice. Now, everything goes wrong. You're able to escape. You know, of course, you have one casualty. You know, the scientist guy didn't listen to you. He stuck his head in the water, got bit, dead. I mean, that's on him. But the shark leaves. Now, we can get on that boat and go chase him, or we can just say, not our problem. Let's just fly out and never mention this again. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. That's my life lesson. Now, in real life, don't do that. Report it to the government or something, because this thing...
Yeah, report it to the group from Megalodon Rising.
Yes.
Report it to them.
Yeah, and then they can take care of it. But in reality, you don't need to chase the shark. If you know that shark's smart, just wipe a slate. Just go, nope. I didn't do it. I didn't put my blood in it.
It'll eventually die.
I mean, that's gonna be a lawsuit against him. I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of people dead. But once that shark takes off that tracker, you got the wire. It's like, no, it knows it has a tracker on it. Let's not do it.
Wow, that's a lot better than what my idea was. My idea was just build your retaining walls for high tide.
Hey, you know what?
That way the shark can't get out.
That's a valid lesson too.
Because then it's just like, well, it flooded, it sank the facility, but like it can't get out.
True. That's a good lesson too. So guys, if you ever own your own aquarium,
build for high tide.
Just build for high tide, and don't make the shark more intelligent than you are.
Don't let it manipulate you.
So I don't know,
especially from the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be doing another one tomorrow. We're still discussing if we're gonna do one next year. So I do have 2 more movies to watch. So we might finish them up this year, because the movies have just been these have been the god awful. I mean, I'm not gonna say the first year was good, but at least it was interesting. There was kills. Second season, it was okay. It was like
second year had some low lows, but like
but they weren't like bad. This year it's just been like
No, they were bad. Sky Sharks was atrocious.
Well, yeah. That was the worst one. I mean, we still put that at the bottom. But this year has just been like, here's an hour and 30 minutes of nothing for a whole fucking. I guess I fucked that up.
3 out of the 5 movies were just, hey, it's 90 minutes long.
There's one death.
And it's the most boring people you've ever seen.
And the story is like the same kind of story. It's like, oh, shark gets out. I mean, life lesson.
Oh, they're on a raft.
But
for 70% of the movie.
So we might be here for 2 more days. Or we might do a season next season. I don't know. It all depends. So tune back tomorrow or tune back next year. And if you don't see it next year, now you know why. I mean, you just watch. You watch what? This is what number? Let's just say 5, 10, 15. This is like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And it's just been like, okay, there's. How much can you really do?
I mean, there's still Sharknado.
True.
There's still Ghost Shark, which I do want to watch.
I've kind of wanted. I kind of want to watch the Sharknado. Even though the beginning of the when we first did Discovering Shark Week, we're like, no Sharknadoes because that's like the cult classic. But I kind of want to.
That's the obvious one.
I kind of want to watch it, like just watch all 4 of them. Just do a week of all 4 of the shitty movies, because just see the decline, or maybe incline. Who knows? I mean, it can't be worse than these other fucking movies that we watched.
I mean, it probably could.
I mean, it could, but
I imagine Sharknado 4 is actually probably really bad because, one, it's, hey, we're a meme now. Let's just do the joke.
Oh, I think they knew they were a meme from the second movie.
But well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah,
4 movies in, like, this meme has gotten stale.
Yeah,
like it's probably really boring.
But I do know that they started adding more celebrities towards the last couple.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I would kind of be like, but I don't really want to see like an established actor in one of these because
I still Chris Jericho's in one of them, and he's like so proud of it. He's like, yeah, baby.
But yeah, no, I feel like as it goes on, it starts to feel more and more like the Fast and Furious franchise, where it's just like, yeah, you had something that now you're just.
Right.
No,
well, how can you change the formula of Sharknado? I mean,
you know, that's actually something I'm kind of interested in because I kind of want to know how they made a 4th one. Like,
that's true.
But no, there's still a few shark movies I do want to see. So maybe just I don't really want to spend the money on them.
No, I get you. So maybe we'll be back here next year. Who knows? So either goodbye for this season, or we'll see you 2 more episodes. We don't know yet. I'll figure it out.
It'll never end.
We still got the Meg. I really do want to see the Meg. Just
the
because
Meg 2, not the Meg 1.
Yeah. Fuck the Meg. I want to see the Meg 2, just because of the T-Rex eating, or the shark eating the T-Rex, and then the fact that we somehow willed it. I'm taking credit for it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if this comes out in August. This was recorded in May. And last week we recorded it, May 8th, whatever that day was.
7th.
The 7th, and then
I think.
And then all of a sudden the next day, it's like, hey, the Meg. It's like, dude, we did it. We did it. I don't care if they were in production. We willed it into existence.
You can thank us later, or you can blame us later.
Yeah. Later, boys.
All right, we'll see
and
you.
girls. I apologize.